Good morning. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Eric Bernaccio here, bringing you a tip of the day with our daily reading from our Alcoholics Anonymous Daily Reflections book. Today is June 12th, 2020, and the topic is forming true partnerships. But it is from our twisted relations with family, friends, and society at large that many of us have suffered the most. We have been especially stupid and stubborn about them. The primary fact that we fail to recognize is our total inability to form a true partnership with another human being. Can these words apply to me? Am I still unable to form true partnerships with another human being? What a terrible handicap that would be for me to carry into my sober life. In my sobriety, I will meditate and pray to discover how I may be a trusted friend and companion. This is something that keeps us sick, something that consumes our minds. It becomes obsessive. It can destroy the progress in which we have made when it comes to overcoming addiction or having abstinence or our recovery process when it comes to substance abuse. This right here is how we feel inside about ourselves because of the things that we've done and how we've allowed our addictions and our sinful desires to isolate us. It's a complete isolation in which we have the social skills and our abilities completely at a handicap because of the turmoil, the distrust, the manipulation, the lie, the deceit, the guilt, the shame, all these different things that dwell within inside of us because of the decisions that we have made it difficult to be able to form new relationships with people. It has also made it difficult to be able to mend the relationships that we have broken with people. And how do we fix this? You know, many of us have tried over and over to do certain things, but we've always fell short, and because of the responses in which we've gotten, or because of the lack of empathy or communication in which we've been able to exert, we find ourselves slipping back into our old ways because of the loneliness. Even in Genesis, God created woman out of the man out of Adam's rib to be able to give him a companion. Like, we long to have human companionship, and it's really important that we don't minimize that, because that is what God wanted for us. That's why every man should leave his mother and father and marry with a wife, and vice versa. We need to really tackle this problem by seeking God earnestly. God is the only thing that can mend something that is this devastating and drastic. If you don't want to continue to treat people in your relationships or be treated in your relationships the way things have been going in a negative sense, then you need to see God and ask God to help you with this. I struggled with this for years because of how untrustworthy I was, and how I just made a mess of all relationships in my life. Like, I still have friends to this day from high school and college and along the way that still won't shed a word with me, just because of how bad I got and how I shut everybody out, or how I burned them. And it's not something to be proud of. It's not something to all it is you reap what you sow. So whatever I did, I paid tenfold for it, because I lacked in other areas of my life, or I had to face different issues and problems that arose because of my decisions. So no matter what you do, there is a cause and effect to everything, and there will be punishment for our sins. And that's what I had to do. I had to endure punishment for what I did for my choices. And the only way I was able to overcome this, to be able to grow and mend relationships and start new relationships with people, and to have healthy ongoing relationships with family, friends, my children, being able to co-parent with my ex, have relationships with my employers. Like, these are just different things that I didn't think were possible because I was so far gone, and because of the decisions that I had made to completely put myself into desperation mode through the isolation that I was endorsing. I thought it was better off just to be alone so I could die alone. And that right there is when you are in a broken state, when your heart has become hard and hatred just spews out of you. Today, I'm proud to say that Jesus has released me of that, and that I have the abilities today to converse with others, and I'm not afraid to talk about my past, and I'm not bearing any shame, guilt, or concern of the things that I've done, because I have been forgiven by God. And I know that this is truly the only way to move forward, is to ask for forgiveness from God, forgive yourself, and ask for forgiveness of others. And also to be 100% honest. Like, you have to be honest with yourself 100%, and you have to be brutally honest with those you love and those that are in your lives and those that you're getting to know. Don't keep secrets from anybody. I don't keep a secret from anybody. I tell everybody that I used to do all of these things that consume me, that I was in bondage of sin, in which was dragging me through hell on earth. And today I walk with the Lord, and I'm not afraid to say that. You know, I used to deny the Lord like Peter, because I was afraid of judgment. I was afraid of losing friends. I was afraid of people looking at me different. But today I don't care, because I know what freedom is. I know what it's like to make terrible decisions, and now I know what it's like to be responsible. I know what it's like to lose tons of friends. I know what it's like to make new friends. I know what it's like to hurt your family and not be able to talk to your children or see them. And now that I know what it's like to have great relationships and be able to flourish with both of them. But the biggest relationship in which I have mended, where I formed the true partnership, is with God. God comes first in my life, no matter what. God comes over my family, my children, any type of relationships I have in my life. God is the first piece of the puzzle, and he will always be the first. Once I start putting him to the bottom of the totem pole, that's when I start becoming selfish, and I start losing all the passion and all the drive and all the desire to be able to succeed, because now I'm running on my own will instead of the strength of God. So form a true partnership with God, and truly I promise you the rest of your relationships in your life will be able to be mended of some sort, or you'll grow new ones that are healthy and that will bear fruit. I hope this message helps somebody today. Everybody have a great day. God bless.